Shall we play? Cam, thank you for the 19th month subscribed, mate. That's very good of you, pal. I appreciate it, mate. Upper Suffolk Gamer, cheers, pal. Upper Town. We will need to get some names from the comment section of the most recent episode for the board behind me as we start today's recording. It's the end of the January transfer window for this the episode we're going to record today. We've got 3 hours-ish until I'm going to be going on to F1. We're going to be highlighted on the F1 game Steam page from 4 till 6 PM, so we will be streaming Formula 1 during those hours, and obviously a little bit before 4 and probably a little bit after 6 as well. So it depends how much we can get, or how quickly we can get through this FC25 Everton save as to whether we do or don't record some player career mode a little bit later as well. The general consensus, the very popular consensus in the comment section is to not sign another goalkeeper, so we will not be doing so. Just going to change the colour of the names for the board behind me. So, even though it's obviously been a little while since we last recorded, I still don't really know what to do with the money I've got. I am tempted to spend it on a winger, but what winger we spend it on, I don't know. And what winger we could get for that sort of fee, I'm also not sure. We've only got, where's my office? 22 million available, and that obviously has to cover transfer and wages. I'm not live over the weekend, Daniel. Oh, sorry, transfer window. I thought that said this week. Afternoon, mate. How are you, mate? Where's me? There is. So, we were floating the idea of signing a keeper. The overwhelming response in the comment section was, do not. So, we shall not. I'm going to have to recall Gift Orban here, because Esposito is not going to be fit to play against West Ham in 3 days' time, I'm pretty sure. We'll get as far as that next game and then see what the situation is, but I might just have to recall. Oh, Richarlison's on his way back to training, but that doesn't mean he's going to be fit to play. My 200 messages. And DI says he's fit and ready to play. So does Richarlison. But oh, and DI actually is available. Well, that makes that easier. So Richarlison's very nearly back. Esposito's very nearly back. What do I do? Do I do anything? Hey, Matt. Like, genuinely. Dancing Duck, thank you for the follow, mate. And Senkel FM followed whilst we were offline overnight. I appreciate it. Oh, you weren't able to travel down to Plymouth today, were you not? Sad. You'll get the win anyway, so I won't worry too much about it. At least it's on telly. A winger probably makes sense. If so, who? They wouldn't let me loan Oscar Bob again. I could try and buy Oscar Bob instead. Do we buy Bob back? But I mentioned in the last episode about saving it for next season, and someone was quite strong in the comments about the fact that it doesn't get carried over from season to season anymore. When it... I'm sure it does. Did they pay you for it, Mike? I hope so. I'm sure it gets... I'm sure at least a portion of it gets carried across. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it carries over as well. The person in the comment section was like... was very stern in their phrasing that it doesn't, and... I was a fool. I was a fool for thinking it did. Oh, coffee. Oh, coffee. Yeah, it says the budget does not carry over. How many years you spent playing the game and didn't know that already? Question mark, question mark. But it does. Doesn't it? Well, yeah, easy way to test it is to just save it. As in save the file. And just go to the next season and find out. Bob's loaned out to Heidenheim and you're saved now, is he? Cambridge got Northampton this weekend. I know, don't tell me about it. We get a spreadsheet up, actually. Patreon gifted sub, we want that one. Although we don't have any to do today. Was there one? No, there's one I changed to the 23rd, wasn't it? AJ might need doing today, actually. Because we tried to do AJ yesterday and it wouldn't let me. So let me try and do AJ now. No, it still won't let me do AJ. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, FA Cup next week. We got Wigan. Yeah, we'll wait and see what FP3 holds first before we draw any definitive conclusions as about whether Mercedes will actually be as quick as they seem to be. But they do look decent so far, anyway. And then let's get the Patreon players one up. There we go. Right. So what is it? What is it? Where's my squad up? Branthwaite. Broken metatarsal, able to play in 4 weeks. So Branthwaite's the only one we're really missing. For more than a couple of weeks. Ndiaye's back. Richarlison, 100% fit in 6 days. Quinones, 11 days. Esposito, 3 days. I could recall gift. We've literally been live 10 minutes, War Machine. You've not missed anything yet, mate. But I don't... Now with Iniman back, I don't know as I need to record Gift. I think we've actually managed to weather that storm. Weather that injury crisis pretty well. Orban did grow nicely out on loan at Forest, you're right. Yeah, what games are on TV for the FA Cup next weekend? We've got Wigan at home. Peterborough Notts County should be a good game. These are the fixtures for next not tomorrow, next Saturday. Wealdstone Wickham is on TV, I know that much. It's on ITV, I think. Yeah, really early kickoff, isn't it? 11:30. It's a very early kickoff. Is there a reason why that is so early? Any games on a Sunday as well? Presumably. Christ, it's nearly December already. Ketch and Donny, Tamworth, Reading Harborough, Solihull Bromley's on TV because that was the playoff final in the National League last season, wasn't it? I think that one's on TNT. Or actually, no, that one might be on ITV as well. Kettering Donny's at 12 o'clock too. 12, 1, 2, 3:15. Logic. Can confirm, Matt. Not worth it. You won't be able to get back in. Put the Everton kit on, shall I? I've not worn this for a fucking week. Oh. I still don't feel great, but... I don't have it, Jamie. Andy screen shared me and showed me the work in progress. Safe to say, it is a step up. Safe to say, I'm going to have to make a video explaining how it works. And then probably ask Andy to check it before I put it live, because I'm probably going to get stuff wrong in it as well. Oh yeah, I'll break it. I'll accidentally break it. There's no question about that whatsoever. Hey Mario. Welcome to the stream, mate. Right. Thank you very much for your patience in waiting for this next episode. I've been unwell for about a week, and we are back now with content for the future. We're back every day now, or every weekday, as per usual, with the regular uploading schedule. So you left us, to refresh your memory, hopefully you took the opportunity to catch up on everything you might have missed in this save, the player career mode save and the Formula 1 save over on the second channel. We are mid-January, we are second in the Premier League, and at the minute, in the midst of a title challenge campaign for the Premier League. We're sadly out of the FA Cup, but we're in the semi-final second leg of the Carabao Cup to come in tomorrow's episode, where we got a 1-1 draw against Arsenal in the first leg. And hopefully we will be able to get through to the final and have the opportunity to win a trophy this season in terms of a domestic cup before, fingers crossed, maybe winning the Premier League this year. That's the aim now. It has to be, really. 21 games played, a point behind Chelsea and 7 points clear of Manchester City. At this stage, you say it's a two-horse race. And we are one of those two horses and have been for the majority of the season. With regards to those that are out injured, they are on their way back now, which has put us in a really awkward position with the transfer window, because as you left me, or as I left you, we weren't sure what to do with the 20 odd million pounds we had currently left in our budget. We weren't sure whether to bring in loads of loan players to cover for the injuries. We weren't sure whether to buy someone that would fill a gap in the squad in the short term, or whether to just save it for next season, where obviously if we are going to be in Europe next year, we're going to want to spend big in as many places as possible, and quite frankly I'm going to need every single penny I have available to me to do that. You guys were so very vocal about your distaste for any move to replace Aaron Ramsdale in the starting lineup. Heard. Ramsdale stays as number one. We're not going to get anyone else in to replace him. I may sign a backup goalkeeper with the £20 million between now and the end of the window. With regards to the rest of the squad, Esposito's back in 3 days. Richarlison's back in 6. Quinones is back in 11. And Branthwaite's the only one that is more than a couple of weeks. So with regards to the squad depth, we've actually been able to weather the storm very well and are really quite close to being back at our full quota before the end of the window. So, quite frankly, I don't need to spend anything anymore as it stands. Everyone's recovered very well. Our physiotherapy department has outdone themselves. So, I'm going to go and play West Ham, and then I might sign a backup goalkeeper, or we might just carry that money over to next season. Obviously, you don't just get the 22 million lump sum added to your budget next year, but certainly a percentage of it does get factored into a slightly inflated transfer budget for the next season. So we will look to utilise that as a function, I think. But right now, the challenge is win the Premier League this season. It's been a long time since Everton won the top flight in England. Certainly not since the Premier League's inception, that's for sure. Not since the 1980s have Everton been the best team in the country. We are aiming to change that in this third season here. And hopefully, we will do so. One street too far down for it to be permit. Yeah, that sucks. Playing this kit, why not? Oh, fucking, I forgot they had Xerxes. I thought it said 81 for a minute on Forbes. Take Higgy out. Got a lot of young players. West Ham, but not a lot of quality. Take Spilliers out for Mr. Cat Kicker. Alright, let's burst some bubbles, shall we? How are we, spectator? Well, I hope, mate. Fuck your bubbles. Fuck your chicken strips. Turn that down to my ears, I think. Etc. How are we, Ben? Restream again isn't showing. Hang on. There we go. It wasn't showing YouTube comments in chat. Apologies, Jordan. West Ham with the 4-2-3-1. Bryce Samba, Fran Garcia, Mavropanos, Hansko and Cambiasso, Socek and Rodriguez, Somerville, Trincao, Ayarthabal, and Joshua Xerxes, who's ripped me a new one every time we've played against him. Now is the opportunity, hopefully, to rip West Ham a hole in their bubble. And fingers crossed, keep ourselves challenging with Chelsea at the top of the table. Please forgive any rustiness in both gameplay and commentary. It's been quite a few days since I last recorded. But I'm hoping any ring rustiness gets brushed off very quickly. And we can have a wonderful day! Well, Pepelou's rocket shots have been known to fly into the top corner. On this occasion, blocked by a defender and skew into the bottom corner. It was on its way towards the top right. Sorry, top left. It went to the bottom right. That is, as Feynman quite rightly says in chat, a big, dirty deflection. And do we care? Do we balls? It's tackled by O'Brien. Pepperloo looking to send Iliman into the... Trincao, good footwork. And Ayarthabal. Back inside to Trincao again. Tricky, as ever. Ayarthabal to Trincao again. Xerxes, good save Ramsdale. Down low, strong arm. Good palm away. We'll keep our lead intact. You guys are quite right in saying, in the comment section, in the manner in which you did, that Ramsdale has been superb for us in this save since we signed him and has grown spectacularly well also. You know what FC and FIFA can be like at times. You do need two decent goalkeepers. But we will sign another decent goalkeeper, but we will sign someone that does not threaten Aaron Ramsdale's hold on that number 1 shirt. That was rubbish, Tiz. Well in, Ferguson. And to Kuiper. And NDI. Dovbik's away. He's nodded the header well. Never mind. Oh, it's lovely football. Ramsdale's there, though. A Northern Irish term for me, was it? Dirty deflection. A big dirty deflection. That's what it was. Nikolenko to De Kuiper. Ferguson again. Dovbik's making moves, but... never mind. Yeah, that is particularly weird, Rob. You could reach out to Twitch support in the meantime. Is it only my channel that it's not letting you do it to? Here's Xerxes. He will twist and spin away from me given the opportunity, so we shall not give him the chance. It's out towards De Kuiper. Actually, in the end, a bit of a free header. Ferguson to Dovbik. Dovbik has De Kuiper available out wide here that we could find and have done. Oh, I tried to just jink past Cambiasso. Footwork from Trincao was pretty special there. Ferguson, however, wins it back, and Dovbik's making a run. And if he lets it run, he should have the legs to get past the defender. No. Right, he's got a couple of options here, Xerxes. And he's used Trincao. That's what I was trying to do with Pepperloo. Hopefully my goalkeeper equal to it this time, as it did reach him. Fresneda wins the header. Lots of people on the floor, including Fresneda himself, who gets up well enough to tackle Xerxes as he runs back into the box. Defensively sound so far here. Dovbyk looking for India. If I can get to that first, we could have sent the man away down the line. I'm not sure whose advantage that is. Turns out it's ours. And Carey will look to utilise his explosive acceleration to get Dovbyk in, who will look for Ndiaye, who's off the physio's injury bench and onto the score sheet once more. Everton 2, West Ham 0. We are back with a bang, and hopefully, if Chelsea drop points, going top once more. A fantastic counter-attack. I don't know what will happen at United, to be honest, War Machine. Under Ruben. We shall have to wait and see. Oh, hang on. My t-shirt's fallen off my thing. Socek into Trincao. Ferguson wins it back. Pepelu and Ferguson again, driven out to Mikolenko. It's going to turn nicely. And Ferguson. This is dominant from us so far. Dovbyk needs to get himself in the box, please, which he has done. And the cross is superb. The header's not bad either. And Hansko gets to it first. That power header trait coming in handy there. I'm not sure whether Bryce Samba tipped it onto the bar or whether it, quite frankly, just went straight up there and smashed off the top of the bar straight from Dovbyk's header. But offside is the call as West Ham try and catch us on a counter-attack. It could have been 3-0. It could have been 2-1. We'll stay as is. Christ knows then, Rob. Mikolenko and Ferguson to Mikolenko again. Ferguson, Pepelu. Well in, Roger Ibanez, that was brilliantly done. Pepelu, oh dear. Xerxes with the turn. And again. Oh, nice from Trincao. Ramsdale just bats it away. It's not a very catchy goalkeeper, is he, Ramsdale? He's very much a puncher or a parrier. But he's certainly a clean sheet getter. Last time we played West Ham, I'm sure you recall, they had 2 men sent off in the opening 20 minutes and then didn't react well, that was good. Didn't react defensively to those changes, so we kind of capped ourselves with the scoreline. As it turns out, the goal difference that we could have ludicrously gotten ourselves in that game might have seen us in a European competition this season rather than having to wait till next. But we weren't to know that at the time. De Kuyper will look for Dovbyk again. This time I put a little bit too much on it, but it's going to fall to Ndiaye. It's a wonderful first touch, and the driven finish just wide off the post. The dominant first half display and confirmation from the earlier question. Yes, Bryce Samba did tip Dovbyk's header onto the bar. Ref. Tom, thank you for the 14th month in a row, mate. Yes, it is, ads. Same Rob on YouTube as was on Twitch yesterday. Says he's saying he's got to do it on his phone because that's how he started it, but then when he goes onto his subscription in the App Store, it now just says cancelled and won't give him another option to update his payment details. Well, when it runs out, Rob, if you haven't been able to get it sorted by then, I'm sure we can gift it to you in the meantime. Or if you join the Patreon at the VIP tier, you can get your sub gifted to you anyway. There's no need to do that, don't worry. I can't see what the scores are at half-time, Jordan, I'm afraid. Can only see the scores at full-time. You can't reply to the message I sent you on Twitch. Okay, hang on, Steve. Hold your horses. I should be able... It's probably because it was too long ago. Let me whisper. You should be able to respond to that one. Given straight to us from West Ham at kickoff. Not necessarily going about getting themselves back in the game very well, are they, if they're going to do that? Dovbyk looking for a worldie. Did that hit a hand? No. Or if it did, it was in the box. And now Crescencio Somerville can look to utilise, well, quite frankly, the fact that he's bloody fast. But Fresneda is too strong for him on this occasion. O'Brien will look out wide for Carey. He's got some pace of his own in those little young legs. Well in, Ferguson. Lewis Ferguson is so good at breaking up the play like that. Makes him so usable as a forward-thinking midfielder that breaks up play high up the pitch. If I was to play a gegenpress, I bet Lewis Ferguson would be outrageous in a gegenpress setup. Carey's underneath this, you know. We've hit the bar again. Young Carey nearly grabbed his first goal for the club, and then he's turned a little bit too quickly for his own good there. And lost possession. All right, Crescencio. We've hit the bar twice. We've gotten it in twice. And West Ham are looking like they're going to get nowhere near any sort of points this afternoon. Ferguson does it again. So, I mean, he's just great, Lewis Ferguson. Incomparable thus far to anyone else we've used on FC25 in terms of their ability to win the ball back. Dovbyk's not bad at finishing either. That was very accurate. Not too difficult for Samba to save, though. Pepelu will deliver the corner, though. And, well, Samba will save again. Oh, you can't... I'll copy and paste it, ads. This is what ads just said to you. Rob. Oh, it's too big. Hang on. There you go. Oh, don't shoot the messenger. Oh, Rob's just come across the Twitch now. You've seen Ferguson grow to 90 plus in every base stat in a save before. Wow. I don't know what it looks like in this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, about 80% there now, Davidinki, I'd say. Let's see, Ferguson. 83, 75, 84, 77, 79, 76. Really? You've seen him grow to 90 plus in all of those? That's disgusting. Disgusting. Maybe in an earlier version of FIFA where he was younger. Well, this is the third season. He's 27. Maybe you had him in season 1. I don't know. Ferguson. And Fresneda. Still looking for that third if we can get it. Goal difference, as we know from last year, can make the difference. Lewis Ferguson, ladies and gentlemen. You will tire of hearing me saying it eventually, but my God. Little back heel would have been lovely. Would have made it look a bit better. But the finish was pretty impressive in itself. Anyway, Ndiaye bags again. We are 3-0 up against West Ham, and this time they have got 11 men on the pitch. That's a great first-time strike. Bryce Samba is a quality goalkeeper, but he couldn't get anywhere near that one. .94 rated at Real Madrid, well. Soche. Xerxes, Marino. And ask the man in real life now, obviously, Mikel Marino. You have that. Whoa, ref. He's had a swipe at me there. Got a decent break to the City game, so I don't even need to make that many substitutions, I don't think. Dovbyk will get this out to Carey. Could drive to the line, but he's left-footed Carey, so we'll get back on that left and then look for the man at the back post. Oh, Ferguson just trying to find someone else. Oh my god. Didn't realise I'd shot with Dovbyk then. Bring old Jimmy in. Old Jimmer. It will say on in your settings when your sub expires, Rob. There is a period, a window once a sub expires that you can resub and continue the streak. Like a grace period. I think it's about a week or so. It might be longer, it might be shorter. Don't quote me on it. This can be Asso. Good footwork. Finding the man on the back edge of the box. Mikel. Wow. I thought that was going top bins for a moment. It didn't, but it could have done. That's a pump. Oh, Xerxes. Garner. Driven out to Carey. Leaving behind. Challenge Fran Garcia. Patterson with the throw. Dovbyk and quickly down the line. And Ndiaye's on a hat-trick. So we'll look for him here. And it would have been quite a way to get said hat-trick, but the goalkeeper had other ideas. This time he was able to get to it. 15 to go. There's no doubts whatsoever as to who's going to come out on top in this fixture. Oh, are you serious? All right, Mikel Marino will have a goal. West Ham will get one back. Welcome back to FC, lads. A little bit silly sometimes. Okay. I don't know what Ramsdale's doing there. I don't know what the defensive situation was doing. They just kept pinballing around. Oh, good. Bubbles. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Dovbyk and Patterson. Oh, this is nice. Too sure how I did that. Bend it. Oh, that was easy enough. Rodriguez and Mikel Marino. I thought I'd won that then. Sexy play through. Little flick. Trincao. I'm trying to switch to De Kuiper. Bloody hell. Corner West Ham. Ayarthabal. 4 minutes to go. Not great. Hey, Gus. Thank you for joining us again, mate. Thank you for that 8th month as well. Carry. Just need to drop it. Hold it up. Just waste the time. If we are going to get a 3-1 win, keeps. There's the final whistle. They do get one back, West Ham. They shouldn't really have, but they did. And a 3-1 victory is what we will take back to the Northwest. We'll take it. Very happy with a 3-1 win. Let's be honest, Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0. The biggest standout result from the other fixtures. I didn't actually glance to see what Chelsea's result was, actually, which is probably the one I should have looked at a little bit more closely, considering they're our current title rivals. But we'll have a glance at the league table when we get back, and it says first next to us. And I could have looked for Chelsea's result, but I wouldn't have seen it because they haven't played it yet. They've got Fulham at home on the... No, they've got Leicester away, even, on the 17th. Leicester are relegation zone. They're 14th. Southampton, Ipswich and Burnley are those in the relegation zone. Well, one would imagine that Chelsea would get a result from that one. Regardless, I think we might genuinely stand a great chance of going top and staying top for the rest of the season if we can beat sides of the calibre of Manchester City now. They're always a really, really difficult game. But of all of the big sides, City are one of the few that occasionally we've actually been able to keep rather quiet. We got a draw against them last time we played them, I think. Some interest in some fringe Patreon players. Chelsea victorious against Leicester. Goal difference is strong for both ourselves and Chelsea at the moment. Significantly so over anyone else. And actually, with City being the next closest team to us, if we beat them, the gap from second to third would grow to 10, which would be huge at this stage of the season. But obviously, if it doesn't go our way, then the gap is only 4. And that brings them right back into the hunt. Chelsea, we have at the end of the bloody month. Oh, God, I haven't realised that the last 2 fixtures of this particular episode were going to be quite so important. Right, okay, yikes. City first, then Chelsea. They're both at home at least. We might well have Richarlison back available for the one against City as well. If not... then he should certainly be back for the game against Chelsea. But if I go to my squad, I'm pretty sure Richarlison should be available now. Or was it Esposito that was going to be back? It's Esposito that's back. But quite frankly, let's be honest, Ndiaye's been scoring so many goals, I can't really take him out at the minute. What I could do, though, is put him out to the wide right and Carey can drop to the bench. Sorry, Carey, you're all right, but you're not that good. You are certainly replaceable in the starting lineup. He has been replaced. And hopefully we can replace Chelsea at the top of the table. At the very least by the end of the episode. But you never know. Maybe by the end of this next fixture round of this next fixture weekend. Well done, brain. What did Juventus do, Ben? Oh, Emi Martinez has gone to Arsenal, so he has actually left. Intriguing. £121 million for Vitinha. Oh. Injury crisis is pretty much over now, Meow, yeah. Ben White is going to be out for months, apparently. Mikel Arteta's just said. He's had knee surgery. You're telling me, Meow. You're telling me. I am very much aware of that. Charlie song. Right, Charlison back in the 11. Probably Windle, yeah, I'd imagine so. Without dynamic kicking in. $85. Maybe that's on new saves. Maybe it was 86 when we started this save. Not specifically, purposefully, Meow, no, unless it's done it in the background. I've seen headlines, Jamie, I don't know the details. Something about poisoning. Tourists, I think, Davidenki. Gatwick evacuated as well, Jesus Christ. Manchester City have arrived and they've brought with them Edison in goal in their 4-3-3. It's Fardiol, Diaz, Upamecano and Kabore. Valverde, Gavi and Rodri. Doku, Haaland, Foden. Very familiar looking Manchester City starting lineup. We have for us back in the 11 Esposito. And Richarlison is fit enough to play on the left-hand side of our midfield for this fixture. We're getting back to full strength again. The results have still been strong, and hopefully we'll get stronger yet still now that we have more and more of our first team players becoming available week in, week out. Dovbyk will look for Ndiaye in behind. Fardiol got caught in a little bit of no man's land there. And well, Richarlison's available at the back post, and I'll get him to attack this, which he has done with brilliant, brilliant results. Everton are back, Richarlison's back, the Pigeon's back. We lead against City. What a start! I haven't missed that. Well in, Ferguson. Actually, this time, it's helped Foden get away. There is a knock to someone in my defensive line. Just saw a little injury symbol pop up above one of the centre-backs. Not sure at a moment's glance which of the two. Of course, the one longer-term injury was to centre-back Jared Branthwaite, but I'm sure it'll be fine. If he's able to continue, then he should be fine longer-term. We have the capability to loan in a centre-back should we need to in the final week of the window. Maybe things do yet take a turn in the transfer window. Things are taking a turn in the title fight at the moment, that's for sure. With the way that we are battering everybody that we're playing against. Not quite able to find a way through there. Would have been another free-flowing counter-attack that would have seen us grab a second goal. But on this occasion, City get away with it. And Doku is really causing me some concern down the wing. But for the time being, we've dealt with it. It was Jake O'Brien that had that little injury knock. But he's able to continue for now. And hopefully we'll be able to, once we get back to the menus as well. Here's Valverde now. Lovely ball to Doku. Lovely turn. I can't get there. I thought a pen was going to be given, in all honesty. The post was hit and play continues. Here comes Kabore, who lost out at the back post to Richarlison with the header that gave us the lead. Here's Gavi now to Fede Valverde. Doku has got options involving Haaland. He goes for goal. Foden, Valverde. Of course, it's Ferguson that steps in. And now comes our counter-attack. Ndiaye. Dovbyk's going for it through that gap. Up against Ruben Dias and Joško Fardiol. And it's the defence that comes out on top of the attack. And breathe. Dovbyk is playing in the target forward role. At the present moment. It was Liverpool 2, Manchester United 0, Jordan. Sorry. I mentioned it in commentary, Jordan. I'd seen what you were saying. I mentioned it in commentary. You obviously didn't pick it up when I mentioned it. I didn't see Neville's comments, no. Just waiting for him to wind up for a shot. Tap. Here comes the City press. Not working though. Topic. Oh. Topic just let the ball get a little bit away from him there. And Fadio will find Doku here. And as ever, he's got Haaland running. Doku's been the most dangerous man in the City shirt so far today. Keeps having chance after chance after chance. Woodwork struck already once. Thankfully, so far, they haven't found the back of the net. That's a lovely ping out to Richarlison. Who's, certainly got Issa Kabore all kinds of worried. And with the fact that they've requested subs in the bottom right, I wonder whether Issa Kabore might be off here. And indeed he is. Manchester City shot themselves in the foot. It's not a great challenge. Richarlison dominated Issa Kabore in the first place to score the goal, and now has managed to tempt him into throwing himself into a challenge and has gotten him sent off too. The pigeon is shithousing his way into the Everton fans' hearts once more. Oh, I needed to try and get there. Uh-oh. Well, even with 10 men, from the free kick that led to them going down to 10 men, Erling Haaland does not equalise because Aaron Ramsdale makes a great save. That could certainly have changed the complexion of the fixture. Dovbyk looking for Esposito. This could change the complexion of the fixture, but it's gone straight to Edison, unfortunately. Jesus Christ. Who are they playing at right back now? Kenda. Giovanni Kenda. Is he a defender? I don't know how he saved that. Yeah, Haaland inexplicably turned onto his right, or drifted to his right foot, didn't he? Is Kenda a defender, or is he a winger? Has it taken Doku off and put a winger on, and then they've moved him to right back like West Ham did? He's a winger, is he, Kai? Yeah, thank you for confirming. Presumed as much. Logically it does the right thing in taking a forward player off to replace them with a fullback and then put them at fullback, but because they took Doku off, it's replaced Doku with someone that is of Doku's position. GG, well played. Fuck my life. Valverde. Back to Rodri. He's Josko Fadio. Haaland round the corner. Fresneda says Tar. Pepelu out to Fresneda. And in DI, we could do it again. It's Richarlison at the back post for a second time. Edison makes the save. Well, if there's a little bit of a mismatch at the back post with whichever right back any team has played against us, we are quickly learning that Richarlison can very much be utilised as an option from crossing situations. Already scored one today on his return and very nearly added a second to it. City will still be very, very capable of getting a result from this fixture, even with 10 men for more than a half. But if we can hold on, this would truly cement a two-horse race in the title fight. Until, of course, we play Chelsea in the next fixture, lose that, and it brings everybody behind that little bit closer. And the two-horse race opens up again. But for the time being, 2-horse race. Really want to take. I'll tell you what. I'll take O'Brien off for Fresneda. I'll move. Sorry, take O'Brien off for Patterson. I will move Fresneda to centre back. Yeah, no, we'll absolutely do lots of gameplay testing before we start the RTG, Rob. 100%. Zundiai. Oh, that was under hit. They moved Kender. No, he's just playing as a advanced right wing back, isn't he? Gavi and Erling. Fresneda says no. We made a change. Brought Fresneda central to right, from right back to centre back. Taken the injured or injury carrying Jake O'Brien off and brought Nathan Patterson on at right back, looking for Ndiaye at the back post, trying to do it the other way around here at the beginning of the second half, but Edison says ta very much and then kicks it off the pitch. No, he doesn't, because De Kuiper's just chested that straight to Kendo. Well done, mate. Thanks for that. Where you going, Erling? Oh, that's held up in the rain nicely. Kender's in. And Erling, and that is safe. Live editor's been out for ages, meow. That is not a foul, ref, is it? Let's be honest. Free kick's come in from Phil Foden, and it's delivered well. And Ramsdale, fully committed, punches it away. Now, if I could maybe have worked the counter-attack better, we might have been in. We still could be. Richarlison finds Esposito. And he's twisting the defence one way then the other. Ruben Dias says no. As Ruben Dias always does. Rodri into Valverde. Melin, Lewis Ferguson. It's getting a bit boring watching Lewis Ferguson do this to every attack from every side that we play against. He is a one-man machine right now. Richarlison and Esposito. Ferguson just lay that in front of Pepelu. He could try it again, you know. Pepelu, Gavi's in the way. Well. Foden. Well in, Roger. Banyus does really well. Dovbyk will drive centrally. Oh, challenge from Rodri. That's disgusting. What an effort from the Ballon d'Or winner that was. Wow. Okay, fine. Drill it. Dovbyk's there again. Esposito's running off me. We use that as the decoy run, and Gavi's there this time. Meh. Haaland. Back to Rodri. And Haaland again. No. Let's see what he's trying to do. He's offside. Oh, I couldn't tell you, Jambonate. There's been too many players. Too many players over the years. Esposito looking for Ndiaye. He's just too far away from him. Dovbyk in the middle was free. Gavi, Rodri, Gavi, step in. Well in, Lewis. Alright, Gavi, suit yourself. Valverde getting away now. They've moved Valverde out wide, actually, as a winger. Now, that is a really dangerous cross. If it was 5 yards further out from goal, actually might have caused me a lot more concern than it did. I'm entirely too sure what's going on with their defensive positioning there. But we'll try and take advantage. Try and do it spectacularly rather than just scoring a piss-easy goal. But what the fuck is the defence doing there, chat? Like, what? Is it Fardiol? In that situation? Where, like, Vardiol is man-marking Dovbyk here. On the left-hand side. And then Dovbyk stops his run. And Fardiol just runs away. And then just continues to just run away. And still turning. And then it gets worse every year. It's just embarrassing. Right, 10 minutes to go-ish. We have ourselves a corner in a decent period of Everton domination in the game. I see Ndiaye all the way on the far side. Touch, good. Delivered well. Up we go. Oh, if anyone deserves a goal today, it's Lewis Ferguson, but he can't get there. Oi, oi, fight and win. Less being the key term. Well, as long as it's less. Do you think you found a slider set that is really good as? We'll certainly, of course, try number. Is it the simulation sliders, or is it... I don't know what it is. Or is it the CPU tactics? Kenda. And Rodri. And Ruben Diaz. And Gavi. Pepperlu. Ferguson. Forward to Esposito. Richarlison's out there. Narrowed them up a little bit here, City. Richarlison shakes off Upamecano not once but twice. Oh my God, Gavi! Are you trying to commit murder? Whoa! That was outrageous. Right, Esposito, you can have a crack from here. Why not? We know what you're like. I can't even begin to tell you how disgusting that Gavi challenge was. Esposito from a long way out forces the save at least, but even by Esposito's standards, that was probably a little bit too much to ask for from there. From my free kick, City could equalise now. Haaland in the box at the other end. Stoppage time at the end of the game. Ibanez with a big header. Ndiaye needs to win this and has. Will clear it. It will be a 1-0 Everton victory. But it certainly could easily have been 1-1 or more so in City's favour with that counter-attack. With the one-on-one that Haaland had earlier in the game. With chances from Doku in the first half an hour. City were certainly the better side, but we got the result on the day, and we are thrilled with that. Thank you, Mr. Richarlison. For some reason, the in-game stadium announcers continue to get players' names wrong, and when you score a goal with Richarlison, he says Richarlison. Same as James Ward-Prowse we had in the Southampton save on the second channel last season. Might even have been the year before, actually, now. It's annoying, isn't it? There are a lot of annoying little things about the game, but I try and cut as much of it out as I can whilst leaving some in, so you guys know that I too get the BS that you guys get, and you're not the only ones that encounter the absolute nonsense that happens at times. It is widespread. O'Brien is injured. How long is O'Brien injured for? 3 months with a broken toe. Right, we do need a centre-back then in the remaining few days of the January transfer window. We don't, however, absolutely have to win against Chelsea to stay top. A draw would be good enough because they've lost on match day 23 and we lead the way. Oliver, thank you for the 5th month subscribed, mate. Especially enjoyed the rants. Appreciate it, dude. And Joe Haribo. Alright, chat. Who can I loan at centre back? Thank. It's not going to be anyone in the free agents. I don't want anyone for the free agents. I was looking for loan listed. Good. Mosquera. Andrés. Ignacio. Presumably Ignacio. Christian. Bretois. Damn, son. No, son. Lenny. Is it Barcelona? Okay. Well, we'll try and loan him from Barcelona instead. No. Mosquera, Christian Mosquera has 85 potential, does he? Nice. Let's just have a look through the Prem. Or through the big leagues. Who do we think we could loan from someone else? Who do we think we could loan from someone else? Who do we think we could loan from someone else? That they'll fucking give me. Diego Carlos. Villa have got mad centre backs, haven't they? In fact, let's just go through club by club. Bournemouth. De Vries, Zabarani, Ito, Jamitsi, Giallo. We tried Giallo before, actually, didn't we? Hiroki Ito, 83. I'll try Zabani. That's annoying. Arsenal. Not going to loan me any of them, are they really? We tried Calafiori already. I tried Calafiori again, just out of curiosity, but I don't think so. No. Oh, sorry, Tom. Diego Carlos, Feeney, Concert, Militao, Mings, Stones. I do have the budget to buy, but I don't want to buy. I just want to loan. Mings' contract is expiring in 5 months. And Diego Carlos is retiring at the end of the season. Lovely. All right. So neither of them then. That's annoying, because either of them, I'm sure, would have been good options. Brentford, Ayer, Collins, Vandenberg and Pinnock. Pinnock's retiring at the end of the season. I bet Nathan Collins starts for them. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't want to buy someone there, Meow. Diamande, Garcia, Van Ecker. Bayer, Todibo, and Bueno, they're 3. I need someone that has. I think I'm gonna want like. Chelsea don't have that many centre backs, annoyingly. I thought Chelsea would have been a good place to go and loan someone. Fulham, 80, 79, 79. Just a short-term cover. Jesus Christ, Leicester, how many do you need? Timber and Simican will start for them. I don't know if they'd let me have a Gerd, would they? I could try. But I doubt it. No. You'd have thought Leicester would have let one of them go, but the others aren't quite good enough, really. Yannick Vestergaard, pace of 21. Rip. I'm going to try and get anyone from Liverpool. Man United. I mean, I could get Lindelof again. Robert Reynan. I wonder who Deleu is a regen of. A pre-gen. I don't know what Man United have done with their defence, by the way. Just fucking gutted it. Big teams seem to do that on this game, don't they? They just gut themselves of all their best players. At least big teams in the division that you're in. Hey look, Ruben Dias and a Ruben Dias pre-gen. Callum Doyle's alright. Do you think they'd let me have Callum Doyle on loan? No. Blah, 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 blah. Newcastle aren't going to let me have anyone in that situation. I don't want anyone of those. Spurs have only got 3 centre-backs. West Ham have got 700. Hansko, Kilman. Zuma, maybe? Spiliers. We can't tackle. Zuma can't move, though. That's the only thing. I'd like to, Davidenki. Not a lot, but because it's not going to be a youth academy road to glory, but Levi Cole, Inacio, Keira. Okay. Mawissa then? Approached by Napoli, Mawissa. Okay, so we have an option in Mawissa. Keira, maybe. Well, let me go for Keira. Colwell, Inacio, Keira, Salisu. Contracts are the issue at the minute. The oceanic name, is it because they're all called the same person? Are you being facetious, Davidenko, or is it actually genuinely good? Yere, Maguire, Diakite, and Alexandro. Alexandro might be half decent. Contract too short. Fucking. The AI generated players, there is a fix coming. It's genuinely decent, is it? Brassier. There is a fix coming, I think, potentially in December for youth player faces. Former Liverpool probably shouldn't, should I? Kusanov, though. At least we know we've got Mawissa. We at least have an option. Oh. Marseille have got 6 players that are all good enough. So Beledi and Danso will start. So maybe I can get Chancel and Bemba. Fuck you, your contract too short, you bastard. Valentin Riveros. Mate, actually, even though he's only 77 rated, he looks half decent. Contract too short. I don't want Guizot. Fuck's sake. Every time we find someone that might be decent. Right. Please, for the love of God, let me have one of these 6. Skriniar, Saliba, Pacho, Konate, Luca Hernandez, Lucas Beraldo. Can I loan Beraldo, please? No. Contract too short. Can I loan Skriniar, please? No. Contract too short. Can I loan Luca Hernandez, please? Contract too short. And loan Pacho, please? No. So they've changed it. They've changed the way that teams renew contracts, which is good. Players' contracts run down a lot more now, but they don't let them run out. They renew them more regularly. But the way that the loan system works hasn't been updated to account for that fact. Because there were players with 6 months left on their contract or 12 months left on their contract, you can't loan them because the game's like, oh, but you could loan them till the end of their contract, and I don't know how to deal with that. Fucking game. You just want a game that's made fucking properly. So fucking annoying. Jimenez, Christensen, Anton, and Schlotterbeck. Yes, Anton, at club since 2024, his contract is going to be too fucking short. It's just so fucking shit. Oh, that's where. Yes, Eric Dyer. Too short. Just fucking stupid. You end up not being able to loan anyone that would be loanable because, like, you can't loan a fourth choice centre back because that's not how contracts work. Like, people go out on loan until the end of their contract in real life and then get let go. That's how that works. Just needs a complete... The transfer system just needs a complete fucking overhaul. It's so shit. Right, again. They've got Buongiorno and Getrauda and Pavar, so Milenkovic and Klursterman should be loanable. But I guarantee you both of them are not because their contracts are running out and are too short. So I cannot loan... Can't loan a fourth or fifth choice centre-back because the game's not made very well. Roma only have 2 centre-backs in the entire fucking squad. Atalanta are now apparently useless. Again, I should be able to loan one of these guys, but contracts will be too short. Why are they not interested in loaning their fourth choice centre back? It's just... He's fourth choice. Give me a fucking break. Inter Milan have 1 competent centre back. The game gets worse every fucking year. It's a joke. Right, can I have Pavlovic on loan? Maybe, please. Ah! I'll Gabia on loan, maybe, please. The loan system just is pointless. It's straight up pointless. Free agents don't work as they should this year either. He's 72 rated, Griff. It's not worth it. Again, there are going to be 6 options here, all of which should, or 2 of which at least should be options, but I bet they're not. Contract expiring in 5 months. Not interested in letting him go, even though he's their 5th choice fucking centre back. Just fucking drives you batshit crazy. Try and make realistic content and you just fucking can't. Like, top end loans are so regular these days. It's just I'm forced to go for Mawissa because he's quite literally the only centre back that anyone will loan to me. It's my sole option. Bang. I'm just going to go for a quick toilet break. And then we will play Chelsea and then the transfer window. I should be back in a sec. Your game's freezing when selecting the Evo tab. I've not seen anyone else complaining of that personally.
Kicks her off the game completely. Yeah, that is weird. Jalen Mitchell. Leganese. 72 rated. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to loan anyone like this, unfortunately. Afternoon, Marcus. How are we, lad? Harto is at Bayern. And 81 rated. Right, we found a centre-back that we can loan in just for squad depth. I've tried pretty much every centre-back that would possibly, potentially in real life be available given the nature of first-team squads at sides that have multiple centre-backs. We've found 7, 8 clubs that have 5 or 6 centre-backs and they won't loan me their 4th or 5th or even 6th choice centre-backs because of flaws in the transfer system in the way that the game is made. So unfortunately, my only option is Christian Mawissa, who's not bad, to be fair to him. 21-year-old. He's okay. 81 stand tackle, 82 heading accuracy. He's going to be good enough to fill the void in the short term. In fact, he's potentially transferring to Napoli, but I'm going to try and take that over and get a short-term loan for him from Monaco, and we'll see what they say. We looked at loads. I've just spent like half an hour trying to find a centre-back that I could loan in, because, of course, we have Jarrad Branthwaite. Jake O'Brien is going to keep that first-team spot, effectively, in the foreseeable future with regards to that next one behind Branthwaite and Ibanez. So Fresneda is going to move across to centre-back for now, and Nathan Patterson is going to get some more football at right-back, and we'll be able to deal with it in that regard. I could always play Mikolenko at right-back as well, because he's got a 5-star weak foot, but another unfortunate injury for us that we're going to have to just take on the chin, and we'll wait and see. If Mawissa does come in, then we'll be delighted. That's going to be a youngster going out. Thomas Bennett, the goalkeeper, going to Besiktas for 6 months. Now, the fact that that other guy might well have been going... Cole Palmer goes to Atletico Madrid. Hello. The fact that the other guy might have been on his way to... to Napoli might scupper our plans for Mawissa slightly. We should wait and see how things pan out as we progress slightly further forwards. That's another youngster going out. There is a fix on the way with regards to the visuals of youth academy players. No time frame on it yet, but I know that it's in the works and is planned to come out at some point in December, I believe, but don't hold me to that. Or more accurately, don't hold them to that. Obviously, things change, but it is something that is near the top of the priority list. So at the moment, still waiting to see if anything comes of that Mawissa deal. I've got lots of bids actually for players that we're not really considering selling. Esposito, they've bid 22.5. Have Forest, no thank you. Damsgaard, no. And Arsenal want Undiai. Arsenal have offered me £2 million plus a 32-year-old Leandro Trossard. Well, given where we are in the table and where they are in the table, I'm not even gonna contemplate that at this particular moment in time. The sent offer for Mawissa has been accepted, so it's a case of it's up to him. He can come on loan to us, or he can go permanently to Napoli. It's up to the young man as to what his future holds. What's up to us is what our future holds, and our future, hopefully, will hold a victory against Chelsea in it. Probably, Marcus. But with me being the user, that might overdo it. Colomwani, Kunku, Lino, left mid and left back. Who was he? Vega, Di Sarsi, Mancini, and D'Angelo, Conosecchi, Yilmaz, Casado, Fernandez. Yeah, they've literally just sold. They got Sadio Mane, for Christ's sake. Tchouaméni can play ahead of Enzo Fernandez. They just sold Cole Palmer, so they're missing him now, but it's not like the rest of the squad isn't good enough. Good afternoon, Mr. Musgrave. Turn the controller quickly. Niels. Nearly fully mended, yeah. I'm getting there. I'm about 80%. Wah, 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 wah. Chelsea have sold Cole Palmer to Atletico Madrid. They do have some decent players to fill that void, however. Other than Di Sarsi and Caicedo and Nkunku, and that is an entirely different Chelsea side that you would expect to see. But it's still very bloody good. Tchouaméni, the highest rated at 89. You know, we've struggled against Chelsea in the past, but it would be huge to get a result here today, considering the nature of the league table. But Moises Caicedo looks like he's going to be pretty tasty in terms of a defensive player that's going to be difficult to get past, because that was pretty damn good. Colin Moani is the man leading the line for them. They do have Yusuf En-Nesyri to go to as well if they feel they need to. So they might need to. Hopefully they do need to, because it means Colin Moani hasn't done anything. But so far, Chelsea playing better than anyone we've faced thus far. We scored early doors in the other two, and they denied me even the chance here. Here is Colin Moani looking for Nkunku, but Roger Ibanez steps in well. Menundia has decided he wants to go. See you, pal, why? Lebosch. De Kuiper, driven. Richarlison. Ferguson. Lay that in front of Pepelu. Well, why not? We know what can happen. But not on this occasion. Well up, Fresneda. That was a brilliant header. And in front of Ndiaye. And then dart inside. Here's Lewis Ferguson. There's Christopher and Kunku, actually, as it happens. Finn, thank you for the 16th month, mate. Appreciate it, dude. What sort of reception do you think Maresca will get from the Leicester fans, Reese? Foden was a ball boy, Marcus, at City. I don't know about a player that came out as a mascot once. Well, the Foden may well have been a mascot at City at one point as well. Caicedo to Yilmaz. Alright, a little bit hopeful. De Kuyper will turn away, and Richarlison is there. Ambitious, certainly the word for Yilmaz's attempt there. Pepelu in the middle. Found well. Colomwani tracking back. Chill. You've just seen what happened to City when they went down to 10 men. Although, to be fair, we were already 1-0 up at that point, weren't we? I think so. Pepelu just trying to find some space to try and slot through a striker. Tchouaméni getting stuck in. Solid challenge. Does make me slightly concerned when people go in for challenges like that now that we're going to lose someone to an injury. I know a number of you guys were saying either on socials or in the comment section that you've been finding heightened injury numbers of late as well since a recent patch or two. We'll wait and see if that continues in the short to medium term, but hopefully for the rest of this save it's not something we encounter too frequently. Pepelu looking for Dovbyk, finding Dovbyk, and Ndiaye's on the run. Ndiaye will be not found. I tried to play that through the air. Alright, cheers then. And Kunku and Colomwani. Samuel Lino. Oh, I tried to step, but I think the defenders on the far side played him on there. And Kunku finds Yilmaz, and Yilmaz doesn't hit the target. He would have been my go-to for a European attempt next season, Yilmaz, but we're not going to pick him up from Chelsea when they've just bought him. We will have to turn our attentions elsewhere when looking for a new winger. But certainly, he has shown in the games that we played against Chelsea that he would have been a good option for us should we have decided to actually pull the trigger to get him in. We'll take this quickly, and hopefully Esposito can get in behind. But Mancini has other ideas, and Kunku does well to slow up Lewis Ferguson's attempt to bring that forward again. Richarlison is in a good position. Esposito's here as well, and Kunku's fouled the man. Didn't even see the foul. I was too busy looking about where to pass it. I didn't see what Kunku actually did. Couldn't have been that good though, because he got himself a yellow card for it. We will take this short, and then we'll just play a 1-2, and then get it forward quickly.
Aha! Kick it straight to Caicedo.
Ignore all of that then, Ches. Dear editing Ches, don't include any of that last fucking 10 minutes of your life. And Kunku. Picked off by Fresneda. Given away by Fresneda. And Kunku and Colomwani. Well done, Ibanez. Richarlison to Ferguson. Get off me, Mr. Kunku. Thank you. Ndiaye. Use the fullback. Quickly. Patterson. No. Yes. I thought I was just going to be able to dart past Vega there. Colomwani. Pepelu's going to have to get stuck in here. And does so. Thank you, lad. Drill it to Dovbyk. Play it quickly. Looking for the run of Sebastiano Esposito, who's in a good spot here. Esposito! Everyone that comes back from injury at the minute proves that they were a big miss when they weren't available. Ndiaye back in the lineup from injury, scores. Richarlison back in the lineup from injury, scores. Esposito, fill in the blank. Trent was a mascot for Gerrard, was he? You know, some of the noises that come out of me aren't necessarily The usual, Marcus. Tap. Pepperlu. Esposito's on the run again. That's Dovbyk, Ches. That's Esposito. That's a defender. Tchouaméni and Caicedo. Christopher Nkunku. And into Lino. Colomwani. Yilmaz. Goal. Buried brilliantly. Found the target this time, didn't he? Buried. 1-1 on the stroke of half-time. Maresca delighted. Chelsea level. Bugger. And half time. Yeah? Thanks. Still feel like the colours on the webcam are just a little bit off. I can't really put my finger on it. The contrast needs to be a bit higher. New. Just a little bit washed out. Just don't lose this, Chess, please. Nkunku. Oh, it's a lovely ball. And Colin Moani has Yilmaz. Feels like he doesn't need him. Maybe he should have used him. Oh, Yilmaz caught me late there. And the referee is going to come across and have a word with him. You can hear what the home fans think of it. What does the referee think of it? Just the yellow for Yilmaz. He gets away with it. Was not very clever of him to go and throw in a challenge like that. I thought for a minute he was just going to close me down and lunge me again there. Tried to turn away with Esposito and I got it a little wrong. And now Chelsea potentially on their way forward again. Tchouaméni with options. Lino, Colomwani in front of him. Questions of offside. Given. Kuiper driven. Richarlison turns well. There's space to get into. So I'm gonna oblige. Looking for Esposito. Alright. Finding a defender on its way towards Dovbyk. It's Dovbyk this time. Ndiaye onside. Ndiaye offside. Shit. By a shin. offside.
Kunku. And Lino. Awkward. All right. Not exactly what I had in mind. Ah, well in, Mr. Ibanez. Thank you. Try and turn Yilmaz. With Nkunku and Yilmaz both on yellow cards, you're half tempted, especially with the way that they press, to almost try and tempt them into dangling a leg and getting themselves sent off here. It might just open up this Chelsea defence if a defender has to push into a midfield spot that is now vacant from someone being missing, i.e. a centre mid pushing forward into a cam roll to fill in from Kunku, or the right back, D'Angelo, getting forward in a winger spot to fill in for Yilmaz. It would be tempting, but the only way to lull them in is to let them press, and if I get it wrong and they press and they win the ball back fairly, I'm in trouble. Win that. Nice turn, Pep. Pepper's shot blocked, and Ndiaye under control, spins well. Questions whether they hit a hand, nothing given. Looking for Esposito. Oh, fuck. Patterson versus Lino. And it's the Brazilian that comes out on top at the minute. Hard to catch. Ooh, that looked painful. Like hit Ibanez right in the rib cage. Struck firmly by Yilmaz, but firmly into the defender. Ibanez in the way again. And Nkunku to Yilmaz. I tell you what, Aaron, I thought that might have been sneaking in the corner for a minute. My heart leapt out of my chest. And Nkunku off, and Joao Felix on. Oh, I was a little bit worried there for a moment. Just a teeny tiny bit by a lot. I'm actually going to throw Mikalenko on at centre back here. Let's bring Jimmy Garner on for Pepelu. Kuiper forward to Ferguson. Richarlison. No. To Kuiper and Ferguson. All the way out wide. You're offside then, Sebastiano. You're in a good spot there though. Back here is Lewis Ferguson. If anyone's deserved a goal today, it's him, but that was not as in the corner as I hoped it would be. James Garner with the delivery. Ibanez is up. Tchouameni wins the header. Richarlison gets it back out from whence it came, and Garner will try again, and the keeper's there. 15 to go. We look destined for a draw here. A draw that would keep us top of the table, but would keep us within touching distance of Chelsea if we were to slip up on a latter match day. We do have Manchester United to come in tomorrow's episode, so that latter match day might be just round the corner. So a win would be lovely, but I'm not going to get one with passes like that, am I? Caicedo. Lino. Yilmaz. Gonna take the throw? Yeah. Lino for Fernandes. It's an intriguing one. Enzo Fernandez being utilised in a wider role at the moment then. Don't know as he's ever really played in off that left flank before that I've seen. Anyway, Tchouameni this way, then that. Renato Vega from left back as well. Felix. Tchouameni again. Chelsea loitering here with intent just outside our box, waiting for the right pass. or opportunity to cut us apart, but they have not found it. De Kuiper forward, and Ferguson. Esposito will be the first port of call, then Richarlison, and Esposito again. No, it's not quite going to open up for me the way I wish it had, but we'll take the free kick there and loft this into a dangerous area. Or do I trust Esposito's goal-scoring capabilities? Come on then. Sebastiano. Wow us. Not quite what I was after. Closer than the one against City, but still not close enough, really, to grab us the goal we were after. Still 2 minutes left in stoppage time here, and we'll look for Esposito through the middle, but the pass is not good enough for me. Picked off in the midfield, and it will be, by the looks of things, a draw against Chelsea at Goodison Park. I mean, I won that back as far as I'm concerned, Mr. Colin. Enzo Fernandez. Good save by Ramsdale. Get there, please, De Kuiper. He just jogs towards it. Didn't want to sprint at all. Well, if Chelsea win it now, I'll be furious. Sure many. Chelsea aren't going to win it. It's a draw. We stay top of the Premier League at the end of the January transfer window. And with just February, March, April and May to come, we're really not far away from a potential Premier League title in our third season in charge at Goodison Park, which would be one hell of an achievement. Ibanez. Grown again. Chief exec. Okay, so what do we do in that instance then? Now what? Chat? Now what? Bayern want Carey? Huh? It's worked as a go-to before. Now his contract's too short and I can't do it again. Fuck my life and this video game. Blah, 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 blah. Just gonna have to buy someone, aren't I? There aren't any free agents. None that are good enough. Don't get any free agents that are higher than 76 rated at the minute.
I don't really know why, although I kind of do. Too expensive. Too expensive. Natan? Saba Sazonov. Was that 76? 78? Maximilian Verber. Mascherano's the new Inter Miami manager. Well, I saw that Tata Martino was leaving. Luka Vuskovic, 72. Nah. Hey, Treadman. So I buy someone effectively then. Not bad. Couldn't afford him though. Not with my budget. Don't want Drangovic. Not Drangovic, Drangusha. Try a loan for... you say you never know. I think I do. Who's Salzburg got a centre back? Fucking no one. Kemp Koski doesn't look that bad actually. Yes, I agree, Mr. Star. Question is, fucking who, though? Wee 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 wee. League. Joachim Anderson's a player with Premier League pedigree. Been there since 2027 though. So there's a new signing. Luka Hernandez is too expensive. I mean, Thilo Kehrer was back up at Monaco, wasn't he? Mings' contract was expiring. So it wouldn't let me buy him. I'd only be able to sign him for free. Chancel Mbemba at Marseille could be a decent shout. 32 years of age, 79 rated. Half decent in the pass as well. Alright, Chancel Mbemba's what we'll do.
because I'll look to replace him as soon as. Wissa. No, not Wissa. Mawissa. Young Mawissa chose Napoli over Everton. I can't say as I blame him, but it means that we're effectively in a position where we need to buy because our hand is forced by the game mechanics, not necessarily by anything that would be realistic. So, I'm going to pick up Chancel Mbemba from Marseille, who is perfectly capable and does have Premier League experience, so at least we can get some realism in there. He's going to come in not for much at all. In fact, I could pick him up for about 7 million, considerably less than his current value, apparently. Hopefully they fix this soon as well, because that's silly, the fact that the colours are wrong. They've asked for 8. Sure. So Chancel Mbemba will join us and fill the void left by the injured Jake O'Brien. We will have importance, fine. At least he's got his real face in the game as well, which is another something from an aesthetic point of view for you guys. Give him a 1-year deal if he'll accept it, which is fine because then he can just bugger off, and we can just sign someone else in a latter window. Chancel Mbemba have 40 grand a week. All right, 42 grand a week if you're going to be that much of a stickler for it. Chancel Mbemba comes in. Branthwaite will be on his way back within a couple of weeks anyway, so Mbemba will only be a squad player for the foreseeable future. Fills the void. It fills the void. It's not really been the window we were hoping it would be, but at the same time, we did come into it prior to the injuries, not really knowing what to do anyway. So the fact that our hand was forced in a certain direction by the injuries just made it a bit more straightforward. It's just that then the game mechanics made it less straightforward. Sudakov is the biggest deal so far on deadline day. Jacob Ramsey has gone from, in fact that might be Aaron Ramsey, gone from Aston Villa to Frankfurt for 36.8. Rumours at the minute involving a lot of Premier League potential moves, but with 9 hours to go, wait and see if anything else actually goes through. Kakaro's play we did look at earlier on in the window. Apparently he's been linked with Everton in real life as well, but we've not done anything to actually pursue that at this stage. Jurgensen has moved from Chelsea to Wolves for 36.5. Quansar's moved to Celtic from Lyon. We did look at Quansar from Lyon, but obviously being a former Liverpool player, we decided not to. Hello, Camavinga. So Real Madrid have sold Tchouaméni, they've sold Valverde, and now they've sold Camavinga as well for £130.7 million to Paris Saint-Germain. That is the biggest deadline day sale we've seen in the entire save so far, I'm pretty sure. Might even be the biggest sale we've seen of any kind in the save so far. Did we see 160 something for someone? I can't recall. Foyt, Liverpool to Villa for £32 million. Anything else going to go through in the remaining few hours? Murillo leaves Forest. Championship Nottingham Forest, of course, to go to Bilbao. Murillo, we did have a look at Championship defenders, actually, and there were a couple we could have gone for. Moise Keane has come back to the Premier League, as has Conor Gallagher, now a Manchester United player, for £38.2 million. Moise Keane, actually the third biggest deal of the day. And that will be transfer deadline day done. Mikolenko bid withdrawn, but that's fine. We're not interested in selling any of our current players that we have at the squad, especially with the nature of how much time was left in the window and how much money we wouldn't have to replace whoever we sold. So that is deadline day done. And your league table looks as follows. Obviously, this is the Carabao Cup situation with Crystal Palace having a first leg lead against Liverpool, having won intriguingly at Anfield. Hello.
And then in the Premier League, we have ourselves a 2-point lead over Chelsea and still a 10-point lead over City with 14 games left to go this season. Palace, 5th in the league, still having a very, very good domestic season so far this year. Not as good as ourselves, though. So, with regards to full transfer roundup for this window, it's the biggest one of this season, at least. Although was only just bigger than 2 other giant deals. In the January window, Vitinha from PSG to Juventus for 121 and Cole Palmer to Atleti, as we mentioned, he'd gone. I didn't mention the fee because I didn't know it. £122 million is a lot of pennies. Savinho left left City to go to Milan in the middle of the. It was deadline day. In the middle of the in-between windows was Declan Rice to Leverkusen, following in Granit Xhaka's footsteps. Michael Olise moved to Inter from Bayern in the January window for £86.8 million. Anything else from January of note? Brian Brobby for £70 million to AC Milan. Wasn't that many big deals then. Inacio moved to Monaco from Sporting. Kilichoy to Bayern, who's a player we had on our shortlist for a short while. Trubin to Roma. Goalkeeper Trubin? Yeah, Anatoly Trubin, 83 rated. Buongiorno to Leipzig. Really, not that many deals of any real note in the January window at all, was there? Mats Fifa's gone to Atalanta, so he's left Brighton. Moussa Diaby now joins Man United, so that will be an intriguing one to see how he gets on. Johan Bakayoko goes to Napoli from Real Madrid after leaving, I want to say, PSV earlier in his career. Hendricks come to Liverpool. That was in the summer, though, wasn't it? Sudakov, we saw that one go through. Florentino to Bournemouth is a decent one. Mikel Merino to West Ham. We played against Mikel Merino for West Ham in today's episode. Lenny Yoro to Barcelona. That was in the summer. Okay. Well, some big ones, but nothing kind of save-changing. Specifically for us at this particular moment in the Premier League. Although maybe Cole Palmer leaving Chelsea will be a big loss in that hunt for the Premier League title. I'm going to go and update my spreadsheet and we can let you know where all the Patreon players have or perhaps haven't gone in this January transfer window. And then we are done for today. Spreadsheet, come hither. Shamrock Man United, Inter PSG, Sporting. More so I can get rid of now. Ben. Oh, Ben's gone to Dortmund. Ben Bessemer. Borussia Dortmund. January. Volunteers. There you go. Brighton were fighting for the title in your save, were they, till the last month? That's intriguing. Juventus, Bayern, Leverkusen, Atleti, Leipzig, Dortmund, Barcelona, Palace. Palace? Oh. Crystal Palace in January for Liam from Doncaster Rovers. St Ledger has gone to Liverpool as a free agent. Finally got a move there. Then Roma, AC Milan, Juventus, Tottenham, Man United, Liverpool, Wrexham. No. Millie has moved from Wrexham to Tottenham. In January. Bayern, Chelsea, free agent. Sorry, Owen. Leipzig, free agent. No, Isak has gone. Or Isaac has gone to Fiorentina. Newcastle, Brighton, Watford, Barcelona, Tottenham, Leverkusen, PSG,
Lyon, Aston Villa, Leverkusen, AC Milan. Did I add? I'm sure I added Tom Goddard back. AC Milan, Wolfsburg, Real Madrid, Arsenal, Juventus, Lyon. Tom at Tottenham. West Ham for adds Austin from Oviedo. That has changed. West Ham United in January. Collar Arsenal, Mansfield, Cambridge, Man United. Yep, there you go. There've been a couple of moves in the January transfer window for players from the Patreon. We've seen Ben Bessemer move from Manchester United to Borussia Dortmund. We've seen Doncaster Rovers be swapped for Crystal Palace for Liam Taylor, the CDM. A couple of the free agents have picked up clubs as well, which is nice to see. Michael Selegia, now a Liverpool player. Wrexham swapped for Tottenham Hotspur for Jordan Millwood. Then another free agent has moved to Fiorentina. Isaac finally has a club. And slightly further down, we've also seen Az Austin swap sunny Real Oviedo for less sunny East London at West Ham United in the January transfer window. But a decent pickup for West Ham out on the left-hand side of their midfield. So if you want to see your stats in any closer detail, then do come and join me across on stream, and you can see them in full detail. But of course, feel free to pause it at any point and you can spot your base stats, your summary stats from the right-hand side here. But thank you very much for your continued support of this Everton save. Hopefully, we can give you guys a Premier League title at the end of this third season here to justify your continued support of the save, thanks to your patience in waiting for me to return from being unwell, which I have now done. Thank you very much for that. That is all for this one. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, where we'll find out whether we'll have a cup final to come later on in the season, because it's Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg to start us off. I'll see you then. Right. Brain is going to save that. I'll edit that later because we'll switch on to F1 now. Everton S3. I want to say episode 9. Wee. Episode 9. There we go. Hungary and Silverstone have now been edited for us very kindly by Chris as well, so I can set those to download off the Dropbox. It's only added thingy so far. Basically, ads, yeah. We'll just get through practice in the next half an hour, and then by the time we make it onto the Steam page, we'll be into the thick of it. Right, I'm just going to go and have a quick toilet break, chat, and then we will crack on with F1. BRB. Right, let's update the board behind me, shall we? To say Belgian Grand Prix. I'll just make it red and yellow. I'll just leave it all red.
Belgique. We save this so we don't lose out.
Pardon me.
Right. The stream is just going to restart quickly, so I can split the VODs for the YouTube channel. So I will be offline for literally just a matter of seconds. You may well have to refresh in uno momento though, so give me... Actually, let me just... So I can copy this. 100% driver career. F124. It's the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend, which hopefully will be a good watch. Right. I'm going to be back in 5 seconds. BRB.